Hey, welcome to Brad Tragick, and back once again with a crazy wrestling review. A lot of things went down this Monday night, and to make this thing go a little bit quicker, I'm gonna gander on and see what the actual results was real quick. But it started out with CM Punk basically attacking Jerry Lawler, and it wasn't even very physical, and they're like, Jerry Lawler can't continue. I was like, they wasn't even that physical. Like, how is it he can't continue? He's a wrestler. He's still a wrestler from back in the day. How is that too physical? But yeah, he can't continue, and so he doesn't announce the whole entire night. Basically, the Miz is your fall-in guy for announcing for the whole night. It was pretty good. Yeah. Trying to get to the thing. Okay. So basically, Sheamus starts in the middle of the ring and starts yapping, and he's talking a little bit, talking about Alberto Del Rio, and CM Punk comes out, and CM Punk comes out and basically saying, "Why are you talking in front of the crowd?" And he basically just told him, like, well, I should be the one starting in the middle of the ring, and not you, because I'm the world champion or WWE champion, and you're second fiddle to me. Which I'm waiting to see if there's any response to that, whether if they're not equal or if they're not equal. Because the last time somebody said something about it, I don't remember exactly who. I'm not exactly sure who said it, but I'm pretty sure somebody said it like a while back, a little bit back. Because I haven't been watching wrestling. Actually, I took a break for a long time, and I only started watching wrestling about a year and a half ago. Is when I started back. So there's been breaks in the times that I've heard it, but I'm sure that either somebody said it then or the last time I watched wrestling, which would have been about 3 or 4 years before that. That somebody said something about the WWE Championship being worth more than the World Championship, and nobody corrected him. So that makes me think, it's like, if they don't correct him and say that they're supposed to be on, then it's correct, and that's the way they're treating the world title. So, which is kind of sad, because in a way, yes, but in a way they shouldn't treat it like that. They shouldn't say that. They should treat it as they're on those levels, but they can, behind the scenes, they can put it like the way they rate people and the way people win. They can always put that championship above that other person, or they can use it to start feuds and things like that. Yeah, chicken. So after that, basically AJ comes down and says, well, we're going to have 2 matches tonight. John Cena versus Del Rio, the challengers, and CM Punk versus Sheamus, the world champions. I was excited. I was like, yeah, let's do this. Let's do this shit. Yeah. And little did I know, we were going to get screwed out of both matches, really. To be honest. Well, actually, no. The other one match was pretty good. Okay, well, we'll get down to the bullcrap here, and we'll get on with the show. They write too much paragraphs on WWE.com, let me tell you. Because I forget what happens. I can't just, think online anymore. I always forget a match. Oh, we got a, okay. Oh, we got a great match after that. Things. I actually thought they were going to do like an Impact kind of thing, like on Raw this week, because they're like, bam! It's like Ziggler took on Orton, which is a great match. And I was like, whatever, Orton will win. Didn't think anything about it, and Orton went to the arcade, and I'm like, oh, done. Nope. Ziggler pushed him to the ropes, rolled him up, and got the win. And I'm like, what? I was sitting on the edge of my couch going, what the hell just happened? And away he goes. Go Ziggler. So this doesn't say that either one, they're setting him up to win the World Championship, or B, they're setting him up to look really, really good and then Sheamus beats him, which I hope to God does not happen. It's time for someone to beat Sheamus. And even if Ziggler beat him, and then they had a great feud which lasted about 3 pay-per-views, which they used to do, which makes sense, have Ziggler get the belt and hold it, have him face him in a regular match at the next one, because, I mean, you know he'll use Money in the Bank on the pay-per-view, probably I can't even say when, but sometime he'll use it. And, you know, maybe have the culmination come at WrestleMania and have Sheamus win the belt back. But Ziggler wins the belt at some pay-per-view, whatever it is. The next pay-per-view after that, they face in a regular match. After that, they face in a, I don't know, maybe like a street fight or something like that. Ziggler still somehow wins. And then the third one would be, what usually is the third match in the ending of a feud? Well, either a last man standing match, and that's basically would be a street fight. So what was the point of having that? So it would be in a Hell in a Cell, or something like that. There you go, Hell in a Cell. Sheamus, Ziggler, World Championship at WrestleMania. I think it would be a good match. I think it would be good. Have them do a match longer than 3 minutes, and it would be great. Yeah, there you go. Have a Hell in a Cell match. You know, start off WrestleMania with a Hell in a Cell match. How great would that be if you wanted to put him at the freaking front of WrestleMania? You know, have that match be, you know, a Hell in a Cell match, and have, you know, Sheamus get the belt back, if that's what you want to do. You know, at least you'll have a huge storyline, or hell, you can draw it out probably for a 4th one, and have, you know, something else, you know, happen at whatever. But I can see, you know, if they're going to do this, you know, Ziggler will probably win the World Championship, and in an Elimination Chamber, somebody else will get the belt. So, which is going to be really sad, which if Ziggler gets the belt. But at least if Ziggler gets the belt with Money in the Bank, it usually means that down the road they're going to start getting world title shots normally, and they actually become a main eventer. So, a lot of people might think, well, he's just going to win the belt and then he's going to dash it. But anyway, that's a whole other video. But anyway, Dolph Ziggler wins. He's walking down the ramp, and as soon as he gets to the top of the platform, boom! Awesome comes on, and Miz comes out and bypasses him, killed Ziggler's little, I don't know if it would kill. I mean, I just thought, you know, well, if they're going to do that the whole night, then well, they were kind of cool. But they didn't do it all night. They just did that one time. I don't know why they did that. Maybe Vicky will bitch about that next week. She came on after this, so it doesn't really make no sense. She would bitch about it next week. But Miz came out. He's going to commentate for the rest of the night, and it was kind of awkward that the Intercontinental Champion didn't even wrestle, and there's not even a match scheduled for him at whatever, unless Rey Mysterio is going to face him again at Survivor Series. Or, wait, that's not it. Not the Champions. Maybe they'll build for Survivor Series. There we go. But yeah, you got that. Miz came down. And, hold on. Oh, then we got more of the Canyon and Daniel Bryan segments. Not as funny as last week, but they're pretty funny. They had the trust exercise, and they had the collage things. Both of them were really funny. I liked them. The only thing is, the only thing I liked was, like, you know, they were saying, I like the whole, you know, I liked Off the Ropes just talking about the fire in the trash can. It's Ace Tony was talking about he had to do his magic act. Hey, it was funny. I thought it was great, you know. And Kane, wherever he goes, he is the big red machine, tasteless Tony T. You remember that. Remember that. Yeah. Empty inside. You should have knew that was going to happen. I mean, I think they did something like this before with him. And he had to see a psychiatrist or something like that. And I thought we already did this before with him. But anyway, it's still cool. You know, and then, you know, trust exercise. Did you know I wasn't going to catch you? That was pretty good. And then that led to something else later. Okay. They're going to waste the whole page. They write too much shit on WWE.com about, like, all this crap. I already talked about it. No, did I talk about that? I don't know if I talked about it. No, I think that was on the other one. Okay. Well, then we got Rey Mysterio and Sin Cara taking on Cody Rhodes and Lord Tenzai? Well, yeah, that's what we got. Because somebody thought that would be a great match. guess they were wrong because it was horrible. Back to the drawing board next week, folks. It's like somebody in the back has like a dartboard with like all the mid-carders and somebody's just going, and they're like, well, land on the Lord Tenzai, and well, don't get again. And the one former world champion on there, Rey Mysterio's on there. Well, okay, well, there we go. That's our tag team for this week, for the Sin Cara Cody Rhodes feud. It's like, can they not have a freaking tag match? No, just maybe, have the World Tag Team titles defended on Raw. Just 1 week. 1 week. Can that happen? Can that really happen? Have the World Tag Team titles defended 1 week on Raw? Just an idea. Just an idea. Hell, then put Cody Rhodes and Lord Tenzai and win it. There's an idea. Yeah, that was a horrible tag team. Why would they do that? If they're going to do a tag team, why don't they put Sakamoto and freaking Al work together? Or whatever. Lord Tenzai. Same thing. Stupid. Anyway. But Cody Rhodes and Sin Cara, awesome. They're a good tag team, but you know they're too over. They're not going to be a tag team. If they're going to stick them in a tag team, that'd be a waste of space. If they're going to do it, then just do it quick and get the tag team belts on them, help the division, and then get them out of there. You know. Now, I do want to say something since we're talking about tag teams. Rumors running rampant. Devon Dudley has been released by TNA. Where's he going to go? We're not sure about Bubba Ray. I think he's still going to stick around because, like, you know, I think he's been fitting in pretty well at TNA. But Devon Dudley, contract is up. So will he come to the WWE? What'll happen? I can see something good happening if he actually came back to the WWE. So I think it would be great if he came back to the WWE. You know, he's kind of slandering around, or you know, lawyering around in TNA. Not much really going on with him. They had him as TV champion, but I believe he lost it. Who did he lose it to? He lost it to somebody. Can't remember who won the belt. Somebody won the belt. I'm just glad it wasn't Garrett Bischoff. I'm pretty sure it's not him. But yeah, Devon Dudley is now gone from TNA. So a lot of people were saying ROH, or that both of them will show up, and it's like, if both of them leave, I'm pretty sure they're gonna go to WWE. You know, get the payday. You know, and they'll be there. I mean, I'm sure Vince McMahon would take them back with open arms, just because you know they're such a huge tag team, and their tag team division sucks right now in the WWE. You know, they probably walk in and they would probably give the belts to them, probably like at the next pay-per-view. I'm pretty sure that's what would happen. They would probably have a huge like fatal 4-way tag team match with all 4 or 5 of their tag teams, and you know, well, it would be a great move. Is if the Dudley Boys did come back and Bubba Ray left too, which can be stupid because he's doing really good in TNA, but if they were to come back, you know, or even if Devon comes back, him have a partner at Survivor Series, have all the tag teams in the ring, and have the tag team titles on the line, and somebody walks out the new tag team champions. Because, I mean, Kofi and R-Truth have that tag team be the first to go. Everybody knows the rule with tag team Survivor Series match, and if you don't know, go watch the first one. First Survivor Series, and a tag team match, when one guy is pinned, both of them are gone. If they did it that way, it would be great. You wouldn't have to like wait 5 years for a tag match for the match to be over, and it would be a pretty good match. You know, put Tyler Rex, Kurt Hawkins, Heath Slater, somebody. You know, I mean, there's endless possibilities. You know, Devon could have a partner. I don't know who it would be. It'd be cool if like Devon and Heath Slater. Yeah, that'd be awesome. I think that'd be a good tag team. Do it, WWE. Book it. Anyway, then we got that match. Sin Cara and Ray won. Whoop-de-doo. Who cares? Moving on. Ambulance in the background. Sure you got that good. That's loud. That was loud. So you get entertainment in the field as well. Not even me. And then, I don't know if I talked about this yet in the video. I'm forgetting what I'm talking about already. CM Punk basically came out, getting ready to have a world title match, which why they were having the match in the first hour. Like, it was like around the end of the first hour that they were going to have this match. Stupid. Why? Just because John Cena is the god of wrestling right now, and they're treating him like he's better than Hulk Hogan. You know, like, if he's there, if he's going to wrestle, what's the main event? What these fucking do, man? It's like Jake the Snake Roberts is there. But I would rather see him in the main event than John Cena. I don't care who he's facing. He was facing Alberto Del Rio. Well, we didn't see that, like, last year. What happened later was better for the match, and it was an exciting match, but we'll talk about that later. CM Punk comes out, drops the mic, basically says that, you know, I'm not working, it's Labor Day, everybody else got the day off, I'm taking the day off. AJ gets mad, you know, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. Havoc ensues when Punk leaves, because AJ's freaking out backstage, so it makes her all stressed out for the rest of the night. Then we got Sheamus, and Sheamus said, well, he wanted to wrestle, and AJ told Matt Striker to tell Sheamus to stay in the ring. He's going to find an opponent. And Del Rio came down. Oh, man. Ringside, and Michael Cole was quick to say, well, I don't think that's his opponent tonight, because that's who he's facing an out champion. No shit. I hope to God they wouldn't have that match on. That'd be the stupidest thing ever. But they did it before. They're idiots. But here comes out Jack Swagger. And I'm like, oh God, of all the people you could have picked. And just like Off the Rope Show said, why, if any of the people, hell, I would have rather seen probably, like, I don't even know, not Otunga, we've seen that before. But like, somebody in the back. Was Great Khali not lingering in the back somewhere, or somebody like that, you know, it could have made it a little bit more exciting. Damien Sandow, maybe, you know, had a good match with Sheamus, rubbed elbows with the big white, Great White Hype, you know, but Sheamus gets the win, or I'm trying to think what happened. I don't know if he got the win or got DQ, something, but I'm pretty sure he got the win over Swagger by submission. That's what happened. He bet him in a Texas Cloverleaf and beat him and I'm like, I was shocked when I see him put the Texas Cloverleaf on him. And he did it, though. He tried to do it, I think last week, or a couple weeks ago. He tried to do it on somebody. And I'm like, is he seriously going to try a submission move? And he didn't, I don't think he got it fully on, and the person reversed out of it. But he got it on this week, and he won with it. So I was like, they're giving him a finishing move, which is kind of cool. You know, I think every main eventer should have one finishing move. You know, kind of like John Cena. You know, he's got a finishing move, and he's got a pinning move kind of move. You know, so I think every wrestler should have something like that, because then, you know, well, it's like they have an I Quit match. It's like, well, how the hell is it going to be? You know, they gotta have something like that. You know, I mean, I guess it could take the mystique away from when somebody does have an I Quit match and they don't have a quitting finishing move or whatever, submission move. There you go. It kind of takes away from that too. They have one of both. But this ends up being getting a bro kick to Rodriguez, which caused him to get a concussion, or so to speak. I don't know if it was real or not, so who knows. Probably not. Probably just a storyline to make Del Rio be mad for none of the champions. Infuriate him more. Then we get Caitlyn versus Eve. I don't know what's going on here. Oh, and by the way, Jack Swagger said he's taking some extended time off. Anybody care? Anyway. Then we get Layla coming out, do commentary, and then Caitlyn and Eve took to each other on. Just like in the Arizona match. It wasn't a bad match. I actually did watch this because Layla came down and she started bickering with The Miz, and I usually watch a little bit of it, but they were bickering like the whole match, so I was interested in that. That kept me entertained while I'm watching the Divas match. So that was pretty cool. He ended up winning, and I don't know if this has something to do with Sean's View Entertainment, which sometimes I don't know what to believe of what's on his videos. I don't know where he gets his information, so he posts like 50 videos a day. I don't know what's going on with him, where he gets his info, but supposedly there's a rumor that the botched Diva Battle Royal happened. I'm not dissing on Sean's View, but he has a lot of info, and I'm just wondering where the hell he gets it. But supposedly there was a botch in the Battle Royal, and somebody else was supposed to win. Evidently, maybe Eve was supposed to win it. But if I saw the clips, you know, it showed her clotheslining Eve over the top rope. So what was the botch? Was she supposed to clothesline her over the top rope? but kind of sounds weird. I don't know how to buy it. I mean, if they were going to do anything, like next week they'll have, you know, Eve and Caitlyn in the number one contenders match, and, you know, to put up her number one contendership, do it that way. It'd be kind of a weird thing to do, but, you know, if they did botch, that'd be a way to do it. And maybe that's what they're setting it for. So, Eve won, second hands after the match, going, good swordsman, good swordsman. This is probably going to lead to her winning, somehow getting the title shot. And Sean's View did have something to say about whether they should just have a triple threat match. Hey, that'd be something exciting for the women's division. Yeah. Something exciting. For once, something exciting. Yeah. And we get the ever impressive Ryback in the middle of the ring. This guy is getting more and more over with the fans, and I like him. I like Ryback. I really do like Ryback. I think that he is going to be big in the future. There's so much light in the camera. It's weird. It was like I had like a flashlight shining in my face. Sorry about that. His YouTube's video thing. But Jinder Mahal got taken out by Ryback. Not much of a match. It's the same old Ryback match. But it's entertaining, and they're building to something. So, you know, it's going to be big. I'm waiting for it. And then we get the, okay, well, oh, and then earlier tonight they had a toll for, the Raw active thing was going on. And it was basically you choose what you want Daniel Bryan and Kane to do during the night. You want them to have a match, you want them to have a tag team match together, or do you want them to hug it out? Alterosa did have a bit of a, you know, they did have a bit of a thing with it, saying that, you know, well, what do you think they were going to pick? And I thought, well, maybe they could pick tag team, you never know. But, you know, it did make sense they were going to pick hug it out just to have a different thing in the middle of the ring. It was pretty, I don't know, it drew it out way too long. If they would have just did it, you know, hugged it out, and then like, you know, Kane just kind of drops out of the ring and acted confused and walked away. It would have been a lot better, you know. But no, they had to draw this thing out for like 20 minutes longer, like a segment, and a big long segment. It was really stupid. Shorter is better. WWE, remember that. Don't like to draw something out for 25 minutes to make it better. That's all I'm saying. Then we get Antonio Cesaro. I was waiting. I've never seen this guy wrestle except for a match that I watched online. I watched SmackDown one time, I think. I've seen this guy wrestle. Have not seen him wrestle on Raw yet. He had been U.S. champion for, I think, 2 weeks now. Finally, shows up on Raw. Jesus Christ, people. If you're going to have Super Show, have your damn champions there, you stupid sons of bitches. What the hell is wrong with these people? It's like they call it a Super Show, but then half the superstars don't even show up. It's like, you know, make it a reason why they don't show up. If you're going to do a Super Show, if not, then stop the bullshit. You know, it's like you had Miz there, he didn't defend his title, so maybe next week we'll get an IC title match. I don't know. I don't know if they're doing like every other week, they're doing that, or if IC title's only on, SmackDown. But I'm confused. I don't know which title belongs to what show anymore. I'm just totally throwing off my game. Santino versus Antonio Cesaro, or whatever his name is. Antonio Cesaro. Yeah, there it is. And Antonio Cesaro won. I don't even remember what finishing move he used. I don't remember what it was. I think it was so cool. I can't remember exactly what the finisher was. It looked neat. Whatever it was a cool move. And he won. Cobra, same old crap. Oksana, whatever. Kind of done with that storyline. They need to move on. I don't know what they're doing with it. You got Zack Ryder and Heath Slater in a match. Stupid match. Zack Ryder is not over with the universe, like, in that way. Like, they need to have, I don't know why they're having Zack Ryder win. This is a stupid feud, and Heath Slater needs to get over. I don't know what the hell they're doing with Heath Slater. They know he's over, and they're just messing with the universe now. Um, that's just exactly the point. It's like they know that Heath Slater is a better wrestler than Zack Ryder, and they're just playing with him. Then we get a stupid segment between AJ and Vicky. I'm not even going to talk about it. It's stupid. It basically ends with AJ throwing a fit, a tantrum. I don't know where this is leading, but I hope that God it's over with soon. I like AJ as GM. I don't think she should go away, but I hope to God they don't do something stupid and get rid of her already and put Vicky in charge or something, which would be really dumb. Because, yeah, that's what we want. I think AJ's doing a great job. So, yeah, there we go. That's all I have to say. Trying to get past this thing. Hurry up, hurry up. Trying to make this review not super long, because I've already hit the 25 mark, but I want to talk about everything, and it's a 3-hour program now. Alright, so basically we got the main event, so I'll make this really quick. The main event, Cena versus Alberto Del Rio. Great match. Holy crap, was a great match. If anybody didn't say this is a great match, then you're blind, and you need to turn off your little smart helmets just for a little bit and just watch. It was actually a really good match. I didn't see any botches. It's a good match. They both did great. They both, were working the crowd. Del Rio one time grabbing the microphone, talking to people, and that led to Cena putting the STF on him, and then Del Rio having the microphone in the ring, smacks John Cena in the head to get out of the STF. That was great. That's classic right there. That is classic. And Del Rio will always, if he sees a weapon in reach, he's going to grab it and use it. It's just awesome. I like the match. The ending, with how did it end? I can't remember what ended it. And they battle back to the back, and you kind of knew something was going to happen. But the weird thing was John Cena kind of looked at the car. He was like, and Michael Cole's an expensive weapon. And then nothing happens with the car. He fixed the speaker. So I don't know if Cena was like, I don't want to take the bump on it, or Del Rio was like, I don't want to take the bump on it, and they talked to each other or something, and then they go on to the back. What happened? But not this car. Or Del Rio told him, McMahon said it's off. Don't do it. And they go on past the car and go to the back. It basically leads to Punk hitting Cena, kick him in the back of the head, knocks him out. Del Rio pins him. And then Punk leans over him and says, respect, gets into the car door, opens the car door, stands up on the car, and has the belt in the air, gets in the ring. As they're rolling off, and as the show is going off the air, who pokes his head out of the window of the car? Who's driving the car? Which that got me to believe something was going to happen right there, because he got in the passenger seat, and I'm like, who's in the driver's seat? And he rolls by, Paul Heyman is in the driver's seat. I don't know where this is going. I don't know where this is leading. Where is this going to do? I don't do we have a Brock Punk alliance? I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. I'm kind of like, this is great. I will say Raw kind of sucked this week. It did. It sucked just like last week, the week before. It was a little bit better, but a lot of chaos. You didn't know what was going to happen. Beginning of the show, something, crazy happened. Punk walked out, and everything was chaos throughout the show. You didn't know what the hell was going on. All the matches she announced earlier was basically trash, and it was a no-holds-barred match, by the way, between John Cena and Alberto Del Rio. So it was kind of really a lot of chaos, and it was like, okay. Wasn't very many matches, a lot of talking segments. So they figured out how to do that now. You knew they would. You knew they'd figure out how to do it on a 3-hour program. I just don't want it to suck so bad that they go back to a 2-hour program. I love having 3 hours of wrestling. That's freaking amazing. I just don't want them to suck so bad that Vince says, well, let's just go back to a 2-hour program because we're not doing anything. Our ratings are the same. It didn't increase ratings, blah, blah. And I see it happening. So that's basically all I have to say. I haven't been watching TNA lately, so I can't really talk much about that. I know Aces and Eights are still doing their thing. I think they revealed somebody, but I don't remember what it was. I'm basically just deleting what I got and just trying to watch it and just as from right now. So anybody let me know down below who was the guy that was unmasked. It might have been Wes Briscoe. I'm thinking it might have been him, but I don't know. Just to be able to reveal somebody. They probably kick his butt. But they said they're on our terms. Will come out whatever blah blah TNA. TNA's, I try to watch it nowadays, and it's just getting boring to me. Like, I can't sit there and watch it because it's the same. It's like, it seems like they're rehashing like a lot of the mid-card storylines from like the year before. So I don't know. Because now Madison Reigns, I think the women's champion still, unless she lost the belt again. I lose track of the women's championship getting swapped around in TNA so much. But Austin Aries still the world champion, all that jazz over there. You know, I don't even know who's going to face it, the pay-per-view. I think they're having like a match to determine that. I have no idea. I'm totally in the dark with TNA right now. I'll try and get caught up next week on TNA or Crazy Wrestling Review. This is a big kind of 2 weeks for me. So real quick here at the end, I'm going to talk about just basically how, like, I don't know when the videos are going to be posted. I actually have next week off. So look for me doing some random videos next week on here. Maybe possibly doing like 3 or 4 14 bands next week. Throwing them out there. I do have a great, I have an, I don't know what the website's called. Let me see real quick, I can pull this up. There we go. Alright, so I have a new blog, and anybody, well, I don't know if anybody watches that, but if anybody watches Cinema Sickness, that he uses Blogspot, blogspot.com, bradtragick.blogspot.com. Go there, check it out. I'm starting to do something. I'm probably just going to do what he does, basically, where he takes and posts his videos on there, but also posts them on YouTube. Well, I mean, that's how you get them on. Anyway, but I'll post them on there for you to check out. So if you just want to check out my videos, but I'm sure you're not. I mean, if you're like me, I like to watch multiple videos, so that's why I go to YouTube. But if you're just wanting to check, if you just want to wait to watch my videos and just go to that website and watch what I got on there, there you go. Also, I have a 14 bands and things started, and I think I did post the last 14 bands on there. But if you're just a wrestling guy, you're not going to care about that. 14bands.blogspot.com is that one as well. 2 of them. Brad Tragick is going to be basically for my music and wrestling thing going on. There you go. I may end up making crazywrestlingreview.blogspot.com. Who knows? There you go. Hope you enjoyed it. I know it's super long, but hey, it's a 3-hour program, and I haven't talked about wrestling in a while, really in depth. So sorry about the length of the video. If you enjoyed it, like down below. If you haven't subscribed yet and you're just checking out my videos, on a whim, definitely subscribe up above. I do tons of videos. I do a lot of stuff. I do 14 bands. I do Crazy Wrestling Review. I do wrestling spotlights from time to time. I do a lot of different videos. My music. I'm an artist. Well, not a musician. I'm just an artist. There you go. I won't call myself a musician, sorry. There you go. I don't want to go to 35 minutes. So thank you for watching Brad Tragick. Keep rocking. That's the way it always should be.